Posture's everything.
I love this. I'm just going to lean into the back of my seat and just enjoy my ride here. Super relaxed.
I'm all of 5'3". I gotta fight for every inch.
But your torso's the same size as mine. I'm just legs.
I'm all legs.
I'm a gang. My name is Ganglor.
Gangly motherfucker.
My name is Ganglor.
Ganglor. All right, hey.
400 feet tall.
Okay. All right.
Is you? Hey, welcome to Basement Faults and Catapults.
Yeah, we're really excited. We're coming to you from our basement lair in a brand new set location.
Yeah, it's a little fancy for a lair.
It's very you know what? We're getting to lair status, boys and girls.
Yes. Layers upon layers upon layers.
Gross.
Podcasts are like an onion.
Layers. So we're really excited. As you can see, we're switching to a video format. Trevor, tell us about the video format.
So lots of work's been put into doing what I set out to do 6 years ago, which was finish the basement and make a space to operate in. But 6 years ago, I had not met Aaron yet, and we had not come up with wanting to do things together, podcasting. Yeah. So it was about, I'd say in July, I decided...
That sounds about right.
I decided I'm going to get this thing done. And I thought, I'll be done by September, and we'll be able to start filming for Halloween. We'll start filming. We'll have our Halloween episode for October 31st. And then it was like,
ladies and gentlemen, this is November.
Guys, it is a lot of work to renovate a basement and do it properly, and then furnish it and decorate it. And
I helped. I cut insulation.
Yeah. So we put in some audio dampening and some you guys did, because it was a podcast, an audio format, so you never really saw the lair. But it has changed quite significantly. And I think Trevor and I are both extremely excited to kind of bring you all into this. So if you're an old guy who's been here forever, welcome to the new show. And if you're new, hey, welcome to the lair. We're excited to have you. Yeah. So this is Basement Faults and Catapults, now available in 4K. Our gameplay videos may or may not be in 4K.
We'll see where we're at with that.
It's a lot of compute power required for that, but we're gonna do. We've been asked to do more video content on playing our games, more gameplay content.
Yeah,
and so we're gonna alternate and start playing with different formats now that we've got video. And we're going to try to
stop spinning on the chairs.
Yeah, stop spinning. I have to try so hard not to I have this thing where I want to twitch my shoulder all the time. Yeah, and that could be something we could actually do for fun. Is a little. How many times did Trevor twitch? I had caffeine today, guys. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
But
I'm not allowed heavy caffeine anymore.
I still make you tea.
It is true. Green tea. It's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's soothing.
Yeah. So now we get to do video content from our basement lair, and this is what I would call set number 1. We're gonna work on a couple other sets, and obviously we got some workstation sets and the VR play space. So it's a small basement, but we're making the most of it.
Yeah, well, and the beauty is you guys only see what the camera's pointing at. You don't see the stuff that's going on behind the camera right now.
When everything's completely done, we'll do we'll do a tour. We'll do a YouTube short tour of what we're.
It'll literally be standing in the center of the room and just doing the old pan because. Again, it is a basement lair.
We'll be walking around the outside wall, just kind of pointing at everything.
Yeah, look how big the space is. 2 steps.
Exactly. Yeah.
But no, Trevor has done amazing work, and I'm so excited to be part of this project.
Thank you so much.
With that being said, guys, it is a work in progress. So if you see something, you're like, oh, it would be cool, let us know, right? We're only 2 sets of eyes, and we need all the help we can get in that regard. So if you see something or you like something or you hate something, let us know, and we'll look into it, right?
Yeah, I mean, so this is the first episode, so we've only done very short camera testing today earlier just to check lighting and shadows, and so I mean things will evolve as we grow. We're going to be launching this predominantly on YouTube because we find YouTube just gets better traffic for this kind of format. But we'll still be available on Spotify, Audible, and all the other places that podcasts are available. Some will be video, some will probably be audio only. highly recommend you tune in on YouTube because that's where we're probably going to live for a while.
Yeah.
Of course, that could change if YouTube kind of.
Yeah. Well, and who knows, right? The almighty algorithm is a tempestuous mistress.
Yes. So, we'll play with different formats. We in the past were doing like a genre random selector thing. We'll still play with that format as well. Yeah. We might just do some of that off screen or in some like cutaways. We're gonna play with really trying to talk more about like new games that are coming up, new game launches, talk about more relevant things.
And really, both Trevor and I are extremely passionate about sort of the news and the backgrounds. Like, why is Krafton Studios engaging in what it's doing? What is that going to look like for the future of gaming? So you're going to probably be seeing a few more episodes centered around what's happening in games, not just the games themselves.
And gosh darn it,
I
want to get someone from Inflection Games to come here and let us interview them.
We need to get, I think, maybe... Well...
They didn't even respond to our emails.
Yeah, well, that was when Nightingale was the new hotness. Now we might have a chance.
And we might have a chance. I mean, the fun thing about this is that we're nobody.
Very much so.
And we're just trying to have fun and do some fun creative things together.
Do some fun stuff. And, if you're here, thank you for coming along for the ride. Right?
Yeah.
We hope to make this a process.
So. Yeah. So welcome to episode 1 of what I'm going to call season 2.
Yeah. What did they do when they rebrand the New Adventures of Spider-Man?
Yeah. Well,
right?
the way that I decided to do seasons when we first started publishing was I was like, I'm only going to call it a different season when we change format. So when either we change format or change location or change studio. That'll be the next season.
Yeah.
So it means one season could have 200 episodes.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, boom, season 3.
And now we're season 2, Big B, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And
me too.
Yeah. So what are we doing today, Trevor?
Well, I mentioned that we unfortunately missed Halloween.
No spooky wookies skeletons for us.
Well, and it is November 14th today.
Yeah, and so this will be out November 20.
As soon as I get it edited and posted. Yeah.
So November 30th.
No, probably sooner than that.
No.
My goal is to get back on record, have a couple in the bag to do. If we miss a week, we still have some content to post. So we missed Halloween. And everyone's been telling me, like, dude, you got to play Alien Isolation. But I've never played it. And I really wanted to play Alien Isolation. And I was like, darn it. We're going to have to wait till next Halloween to make it a spooky season. But I'm like, no, you know what? Let's just do Alien Isolation.
Yeah, so we're just going to be playing Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
And which brings me right around to, like, Trevor and I posted a video on our YouTube channel earlier last year for Halloween, our Sons of the Forest playthrough.
Yeah.
And that video really was a big reason why we decided to switch primarily to the YouTube
that
format.
video got so many views.
In comparison, still small peanuts compared to the big kids, but like,
I mean, the most views I've ever gotten on a YouTube video is on my tech channel, and that's like over 175,000 views. And so I'm like,
okay, well, this was the first time I broke double digits.
Let's get 175,000 views on some of our podcast video format. Yeah.
So there's a very real chance that we might look at doing an extended play session and doing like couple days worth of footage and then editing it out or down.
Yeah, but for today, we're going to each kind of take turns playing it, and we're going to record it. So what we'll do is we'll kind of cut away, and you'll see like the really bad fade that I'm going to use in Adobe Premiere. Don't get mad at me for using Adobe. It's just easy, and it's what I know.
It's PowerPoint.
Yeah, we're going to do a PowerPoint wipe. Yeah. And then
maybe the Star Wars wash that.
Oh, yeah. We'll do the text scroll. And then Trevor and Aaron played Alien Isolation and forgot to stop playing, and the day was lost.
Oh,
no.
So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we are. And so we're going to, I guess, break away. We're going to play some Alien Isolation. We'll cut in our gameplay videos.
Yeah, so you'll be able to... and again, another thing that a lot of people are saying, as Trevor mentioned, was that they'd like to see us playing the game and have the reactions in real time.
Yeah.
So we'll probably end up doing that. Also, because Trevor is just so talented, we're probably going to be... This blank space here is probably going to be artwork, and then also Trevor assures me he can like put images of things, so you might see like a little.
Yeah, so it can be like by the magic of editing, alien isolation.
Yeah, so maybe you'll see alien isolation here,
Wait,
or
it's there. You don't see it. Right
no.
here. Alien isolation. You don't see that.
Oh, it's so cool.
Just whatever you do, don't put your hand in front of where I'm going to be projecting that image. So otherwise the image will be up over your hands. Like right now, the alien isolation thing is in front of my arms.
That is so cool. Yeah. How awesome is that, guy?
The power of magic of editing. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're really excited for the opportunities this format is going to give us. So.
Yeah.
And who knows? Like I said, we're experimenting. Maybe there'll be some funny skits down the road. We don't know.
And YouTube keeps telling me to fill my shorts. So you might see that later too. And guys, don't misunderstand. I mean, like the YouTube shorts, they want me to create more of them.
Yeah. He's going to keep the pants on.
The pants are staying on.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
No,
okay, fine. I just, there's an old saying that's pants.
That is pants.
That is pants, right?
And it's a British saying, and it generally means it's not very good, is it?
Yeah, and so it's funny because I didn't know that. And at one point, because, what's better than coming home at the end of a day and just like throwing off your pants and being like,
oh, man.
It's a good thing. It feels great, right?
Thank God it's nice not having people in your house because then you can just strut your stuff.
Oh yeah. But like, so for the longest time when I got into like my early 30s, I started saying that's pants. Every time something was happening, like it was like, oh, I got to work Saturday, and it's like, oh, that's pants, man. And because I was just like, I hate pants. So everything became that's pants. And then of course my brother married a girl from England.
Oh,
and so
is this the brother I met at the birthday party?
Yes.
Oh.
And so, or actually, no, other brother. So I said to him, I said that's pants in front of her, and she was like, oh, that's an English saying. That is pants, right? And I was like, oh, I mean, that's cool because I totally agree with that. Pants suck.
And I've been using it correctly, which is even better.
Yeah. So let's go find out if alien isolation is pants or if it's good.
Now, I'm not going into alien isolation blind. I've played a bit of it. I've also seen some speedrunners do their stuff with GDQ, especially.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a connoisseur of the VTubers, and VTubers make good money on having cute anime girls getting scared by aliens. So, like, I've seen Alien Isolation. So Trevor's going into this blind.
I am going to this blind. Yeah. Not blindfolded though. That'd be hard to play.
I don't think it's been done blindfolded yet. Correct me if I'm wrong though.
Opportunity
for the speedrun community. Anywho's, here's our break.
Yeah. Wipe screen. Gradient.
Dreamlike. Hey. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh my goodness. So, okay, hold on. We need to
talk about alien isolation.
Chunk edit.
So, okay, hold on. Alien isolation. Okay. Who made it?
20th Century Fox, Sega, and...
Sega.
And hold on, there was actually, like, I think a lot of those were just publishing companies. Okay. Alien Isolation.
And it was released in 2021, right?
2014, man.
Was it 2014?
Yeah.
Really? It's got really great graphics for 2014.
It's been a minute.
Wow.
So anyway, sorry, where were we here?
I should have brought my phone too. We'll get this whole video format thing figured out.
Yeah, one day. Creative Assembly. So Creative Assembly, 20th Century Fox, and Sega all kind of put there together. 20th Century Fox, of course, owns the copyright to the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
Creative Assembly were the development team behind it, and Sega was the publishing house.
Oh, okay, cool.
So all told, a fairly large group of people, but the primary hands in this would have been Creative Assembly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, and Dan Abnett wrote for it. That's cool.
Dan Abnett. Who is Dan Abnett?
He is most well known for his work in the 40K universe, or at least that's how I know Dan Abnett.
Warhammer.
He writes heavily on in the 40K universe.
Nice.
But apparently he's a major comic book guy. He's done Guardians of the Galaxy, Death's Head 2.
Very cool.
He's written for The Punisher. He's written for various X-Men titles.
Nice.
But yeah, his big thing was Gaunt's Ghost, Eisenhorn, and Ravenor, which are major events or major character arcs in the Warhammer 40K novels universe.
Nice. So, yeah, man. So, Alien Isolation 2014, hey?
2014,
wow. Okay. It holds up.
I was about to say, knowing that now, it really held up, and I understand some of the choices they made in terms of, like, gameplay limitations in order to sort of maximize their graphic.
Yeah, there was no jump. I have a thing where if games don't have a jump feature, it's just, I'm like, but people can jump.
Right?
But, and like, I mean, ultimately when you play these games, like most games that have a jump feature, they're like, those videos you watch where they're doing like the jumps where they jump really high up onto something. That's how it feels in video games.
It feels
like
do like weird clips through tech, like for speedrunners and glitch runners and things like that.
Or like most games, I think the character can jump like over a meter. Like the jump is pretty significant. Impressive. Like me, I jump about like 12 inches, maybe 18 inches.
I got maybe an 8-inch vertical.
Yeah, it's a small jump. It's a small jump.
We're not going high. But to that point, there are plenty of moments where if you were playing realistic, you could mantle over it. Like, there's debris in the way. You could easily kind of body yourself over that thing through jumping and manipulating the environment. So I understand in a lot of these cases, limiting movement increases tension.
Yeah. Like I wanted to move some things out of the way. And of course, like not a lot of the objects are interactive. And, the 2014 game, this kind of makes sense because if we fast forward to games today, we still don't have the ability to move objects. And this is one of the things I've wanted since the original Crisis, which is having a game where every object is an object. Yeah. Every object has physics. Every object is movable if it would be movable in a real scenario or like a real in a real world kind of situation.
Yeah, and the problem, of course, with that is, now you get unintended interaction. So if every object is a physics object and now they're touching each other, what does that do to them? And you get some of the janky like Half-Life 2 physics stuff.
I love random ragdoll physics where the NPCs just kind of start vibrating and doing weird stuff because all of their collision boxes are colliding with themselves.
Yeah. Good stuff.
It's great stuff.
Times.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I get it. And to their credit, other than where's the ion torch moment?
Yeah, where's the ion torch?
It wasn't outrageously frustrating.
Yeah.
Vent.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's my first time playing Alien Isolation. And,
absolutely.
The graphics definitely impressive.
Very.
Default right to ultra mode, so it was like not such a big deal.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the lighting and the sound and like
the lighting and sound were
like sound of things like running above you. Like duk, 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 duk.
Yeah. For anyone who's ever lived in a cheap apartment and you hear like a mouse or a rat running the walls,
or like my dog's running across the
ceiling. Or if you have dogs. Let's go to something that's more believable.
More believable. Yeah. I got a ratatouille. It makes me dinner and a professional chef.
Anyway, what I loved, especially in the art direction and graphics, is pardon me. Sorry. Not only were the graphics good, because they were, especially for 2014.
Yeah.
They really held up, but they were done very true to the world of Alien.
Yeah, I noticed that. Very, very dialed into, if you were to watch the Alien movies.
Like that
this
old,
fits.
That old 1980s, but in the 3000s, right? Like
like the style totally fits.
We were still running green screen monitors and like punch cards.
Yeah, monochromatic monitors and stuff.
Yeah, like it was that era, and like everything was mechanical. Like there was no touchscreens. It was big, bulky buttons that did something, right?
Yeah, you gotta like pump the power thing. You gotta pump it in order to turn it on. You gotta like prime the power.
You gotta prime.
And I'm like, power doesn't work like water pressure, man. It's like power. Okay, got the generator started.
I mean, there are where you have to kind of prime it in a way
but you got to give it an initial charge to get the motor to start moving.
Yeah, the initial charge.
It makes sense. Right? Yeah, it makes sense.
But what really struck me was how much of that took time and made noise.
Yeah.
And we didn't really get into it. We just didn't have enough time with the game. But, I can see when you're trying to avoid the alien or other people or even the androids, which again we didn't get to, but I have played this game previously. So there are androids that you have to avoid. So you're running and you gotta boom, like I can see all of that adding tension and suspense to the game. So they really big kudos to the development team on that. They captured the environment and they really forced you as the player to be handicapped by the environment itself.
And the fact that you're crippled because you can't jump.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, you can't jump or mantle over anything.
Yeah. Well, and we noticed like
you have to go around a desk instead of leaping over the desk, right?
Yeah. And I think like so. I mean, the game obviously there was like an initial jump scare, just kind of crossing that little makeshift
where you fall down.
Yeah, fall down, and then you're like, oh, that kind of got me like a little bit of a jump scare. And the lighting, the sound, especially the sound, the way that they use spatial audio and sound in that game, they really nailed like having the buildup of and anticipatory fear.
Absolutely.
So you're like, it sounds like something's going to happen. Because, we watch horror movies, we watch different TV shows, and there's always like a buildup of sound, like before something happens, like before the door gets burst open, it's either dead silence,
or you start hearing that thump.
Yeah, you get that 3 count or that 5 count of silence before the door breaks open, or the thump, or you get like that the music kind of crescendos and then the door bursts open.
Right.
And so we've been programmed through movies and television and entertainment to start to anticipate. Because we are pattern recognition.
Yeah.
Our brains love pattern recognition.
We love it. We'll find it even when there is none.
Yeah.
We'll make it up.
So our brain, while we're playing a video game, is looking for patterns, looking for recognition of things, and tying that to our previous experiences. And they did such a good job of playing with the light and the sound and the audio. And like, I'm going around a corner. I'm just starting the game. And I'm going around a corner going, something's going to happen. I'm going to die. And then nothing happens. So now the game's programming you that actually you're going to be okay. Nothing bad is going to happen.
Now it's subverting expectation, which is extremely effective.
Especially because it's going to program you that actually when we crescendo the audio or the music or we make the sounds on the ceiling, that nothing's going to happen. You're going to be okay. So you start to kind of relax a little bit. You start to calm yourself down. And then all of a sudden, blammo, something happens where the way they did the audio was where it previously told you were safe, but this time you weren't. So that's a great way of creating an environment that enables you to be jump scared. Because even for me, like I don't scare easily.
But I do. I jump at a breeze. I just jump down.
Yeah. So I think like there's not enough games nowadays that try to do this. I mean, now it's all about Battlefield, Call of Duty, Fortnite.
I mean, Resident Evil's trying.
I kind of want to go. I kind of want to go Battlefield, Call of Duty, and then like Fortnite. It's strawberry. Oh no, it's strawberry.
Fortnite and Roblox.
Yes, but and there's places for those games.
There
but like,
absolutely is space for those games.
Yeah. But there's something to be said for the production value that goes into these games. It's not just a shooter. It's not just like get stuff, shoot people, win the game. And that's fun in that genre. But you really have to give credit to the teams that take the time of being like, oh, this light is going to be swinging when you enter the room
just
to play with the shadows.
Just one light.
To just add a little bit of fear. Because shadows moving is terrifying.
Yeah.
As a kid, you're afraid of the dark because there's a little bit of light and it's casting a little bit of shadows, right?
And shadows, if shadows move, that implies either something is casting a shadow and it's moving, or there's something in the shadows.
Yeah,
right. So
like the space station is kind of stationary, Why is the light swinging back and forth, right? Like what has caused that momentum, and it's just kind of interesting because if you're playing a game like that, it can become very immersive for you, because your brain shuts out the rest of the world and focuses on these patterns. And man, the graphics were great. The sound was the timing was top notch, and the sound engineering, like, you know, you're wearing a helmet and it starts to sound like you're wearing a helmet, you know, and like it sounds muffled, the external sounds sound muffled, and like I get these are just audio effects that they add in the game engine,
but they took the time to do it.
They took the time to think about like what would that sound like.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. The only complaint I had the entire time was when that guy got like blown away by Axel.
Yes.
There was like no. That was a point blank shot from a revolver.
Yeah.
Like that guy's head should have had a exit wound.
It wasn't just that, but like we saw the limitations of the character model because it was a very disjointed kind of movement. It didn't look too realistic. I mean, for 2014, bang on, that was good.
Mocap was a little more expensive back then. Yeah. Or less accessible.
Yeah, but like you could see the limitations and the age of the system at that point, but it was still really good, and that sudden sharp crack of the bullet, like woof.
Yeah. So I mean, I enjoyed what little we got to play of it. Definitely would play it again. So why don't we talk about
art and graphic?
Is there anything else about your experience playing it, or that you remember from the first time you played it, that really stands out?
Well, it was interesting, right? Because when you play a game. I must have played it 2016 or so, right? It's been a minute. But when you play a game like that, you remember key moments and then you kind of forget everything else. So I knew I was going to get a hack tool, right?
Yeah.
I forgot that getting the hack tool spawns this whole hunt scene where a bunch of human survivors are looking for you.
Yeah.
Right? I forgot that there was the alien coming out and kind of not helping you, right? Because it's killing the humans while it's hunting you too, right?
Yeah.
So it became this really interesting sort of like, oh, right, that happened. That was cool.
Yeah.
Right? So it's cool when it's a lot of fun going back and rediscovering these things.
Yeah. Very cool. So I mean, hey, honestly, graphics and art, let's start there. Art design, artwork, art direction. What do you got for me?
I'm going to go ahead and slap that down with an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because again, they nailed the setting perfectly. Like this could have been an Alien movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, definitely.
Right. It was perfect in that regard. I don't know how much of that was the film grain that made me feel like it was in a movie.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I was on set. It was so cool in that regard.
Right.
Again, the graphics for the era, really good. It was pushing the systems at the time to their max.
Yeah.
And then, and while, especially for like background pieces, like you remember the server room we walked in and we saw like the PCB boards and all
sparking and arcing.
And arcing.
Yeah.
When they were pretty flat assets. Like there wasn't too much there, but I'm now looking for problems, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
and I really love the fire. How it blossomed.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that initial flare up of the fire and how it kind of rolled off the ceiling a little bit, and it really gave me like those Backdraft vibes from the movie Backdraft. And the ride Backdraft when they had that at Universal.
I remember that ride. That was a good ride.
It's very cool.
I just remember the sound of the propane gas, like yeah, right?
Yeah, very interesting, very distinct sounds.
Yeah.
But honestly, the lighting was great. The only thing, I mean, 2014, you can tell with a lot of the textures, like you mentioned, the server room. A lot of those textures in the server room were really low, like very low res textures.
Yeah.
And back then you really had to play with video memory, because I think 2014 your average video memory on a peak flagship card was only 6 gigs.
Yeah.
So, and most cards were 4 gigs or less. So having low res textures was kind of important. And there's probably like a texture pack for the game. You could probably download like a high res texture pack or something. But everything looked phenomenal. It was kind of interesting when I was looking at the level design and I'm going, oh, look at these cool gradings. And I'm like, oh, they actually like used this grading in several different ways It's the same color, it's the same texture, but they used it really well to build out the environment. Mm-hmm. So even though you've got a lot of repetition of textures and objects, they use them in a creative way so that it doesn't feel like repetition of objects.
Yeah.
But I agree with what you said. It looked like an alien movie. It felt like an alien movie. The tech was very 80s.
Yeah, like that 80s and the 3000s, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's AI, but it's running off an IBM server.
Yeah.
Right?
So I have to agree. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I think it holds up for a 2014 game. Almost 12 years later.
And I'm
good.
docking points because we mentioned the repetition of certain things, and I understand why they had to do it. Absolutely, and I don't begrudge them. Right?
I like how Axel was bald.
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
save on the hair physics.
It's just like hair physics,
not happening.
Not happening,
not
right?
Happening.
And back, I think it was around 2014, we had some very interesting.
What was The Witcher 3, right?
Hair physics.
Yeah.
With the physics engine, right? And the Havoc engine as well, which had some built-in hair physics. But there were a lot of 2014, 2015, 2016, lots of demos around what they were doing with hair physics.
Right. Each individual strand is animated.
Yeah, and they're just like, this guy's bald.
Yeah, because I remember Witcher 3. That was a big thing. Geralt's hair, right?
Yeah. The hair was really good. And yeah, Witcher 3 was like another one of those like 2015.
Yeah, in that era.
In that era. I don't remember the exact. 16 maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just found it interesting. I'm like, oh, Axel's bald. Cool. Way to save on textures and physics and calculations.
Because you hang with Axel for a bit.
You do, right? Yeah. And the other characters, their hair models are pretty static.
They don't move at all.
Short, just static hair models.
Yeah. Ponytail under a baseball cap.
Yeah. But I thought like the art direction, the lighting, the timing, everything was just perfect. Like honestly,
they nailed
game.
it. They
beautiful
nailed
game.
it. And if that's your jam, you're playing a movie, and it's so cool.
The only other thing that I didn't like, and this is me being picky, was the windows seeing out into space. They were so dirty, I could barely see space. I'm like, one of the things that that
was the point. You're on a grimy station that's falling apart.
It's true. But like, the reason I love playing space games is because of the awe of seeing into space.
Right.
So like seeing the planet that the station's orbiting, or the moon, or just seeing, kind of being awestruck by what's in space.
Mm-hmm. But that's not this game.
I get it. That's not this game. It's not about space. It's about
how no one can hear you scream.
No one can hear you scream. Yeah. No one can hear you scream.
So
we're agreed. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 on that one.
What about audio and audio design?
Audio.
Yeah.
Well, we spent a lot of time talking about like that subversion of expectations, the way we didn't have music.
We turned the music off.
We had to turn the music off.
If you're in a space station where the power's out, there'd be no music anyway. So I think we did the right thing.
Yeah, we did the right move on that one.
Yeah.
But the sound engineering, the way they nailed that sound of something skittering above you, and like how it goes like, right?
Yeah, like the whole sounds where it's like dong dong dong, and how it echoes through the station kind of thing. Yeah,
and especially when you're in those cramped corridors, like the Jeffries tubes. They're not Jeffries tubes or whatever, but
they are now.
They are now. You're in the Jeffries tubes, and like everything echoes.
Actually, we'll call those Ridley's tubes.
Ridley tubes.
Yeah, Ridley tubes.
When you're in the Ridley tubes,
they're in the Ridley tubes.
If you were actually in there and something was banging on it, it would echo.
Yeah.
You would hear that for a while, right?
That's true.
I love the just the ambient sounds of the station, like the computers chirping and beeping at you. Very, very Star Trek TOS.
Yeah.
You're getting on the bridge kind of noises.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like the old screens, and when they're loading up and stuff, it reminded me a little bit of like the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy.
Oh, that right?
Because they kind of went with that. They kind of went with that old like CRT television,
like the transition noises,
yeah,
transistor noises.
Sorry. Yeah, or like you can hear the hard drive going click 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 click.
Like if it's clicking, you got a problem.
If it's clicking, you got a problem. That's probably dead. If it's going click click click.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, the audio was great.
I love the audio.
It sounded like you were in a space station.
It sounded like you're in a space station. They really knew how to key in jump scares and the strings like that. So for me, it was definitely a 7 out of 10 on the audio.
Yeah. I would probably give it a. I'm gonna be kind and say I would give it an 8 out of 10 on the audio.
Oh, fair.
Although I didn't pay a lot of attention to the voice acting. kind of skipping the cutscenes.
Yeah, we skipped a lot of the cutscenes just because it's a time thing.
Yeah,
we wanted to fit as much Alien, and we still got less than 10 minutes of Alien.
I mean, Axel got pierced through the chest.
Axel got wrecked.
He got wrecked.
Bad day to be Axel.
Yeah, bad day. So, so that's great. Gameplay.
It's weird. It's the strongest and weakest part of the game. So gameplay-wise, like, I understood all the choices they made. Like, we couldn't jump. Again, add tension. Yeah. We couldn't mantle or climb over things. Adding tension.
But it made it feel chunky a little bit.
It made it feel chunky and slow.
Yeah.
And for someone who's used to the more, shall we say, free-flowing games of today, that's a hard sell.
Yeah,
right? It is hard to tell a player, no, you can't move this quickly.
Yeah.
You can't.
What do you mean I can't push the couch out of the way?
You can't push stuff out of the way. You can't leap over objects.
Yeah.
If there is a desk in front of you, you have to go around the desk. You can't go over that desk.
Or then there's me where I'm still thinking in like basic, planar dimensions. And I totally, absolutely missed the fact that there's a floor panel that can be opened.
Oh, there's that too, right?
Oh my gosh. Let's just walk around in circles for 15 minutes.
God, that was fun.
Yeah. I never said I was a good gamer.
No, and I would never force you to take up that moniker.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anything for you, buddy.
Yeah.
But gameplay, I'm going to go ahead and give it another 7, because there was a lot of Metroidvania elements, and while I love me a good Metroidvanias also add a lot of movement abilities, right?
Yeah.
And you just weren't getting that in Alien. So I'm gonna dock it a few points there.
Okay.
I like movement. I like to be able to move, and that's important to me as a game. Again, I understood why they chose to limit your movement.
Yeah.
But it fell flat for me, so that's a 7.
Yeah, gameplay, I'm going to agree. I would give it a 7 out of 10, but only because I actually appreciate the choices that they made for getting you through the game for the control scheme. Like when you're accessing a computer and you've got to like use page up and page down. That's who uses page up and page down in a video game?
Right? Yeah, like that is what? That is. I mean,
those aren't the keys to be applying.
Kudos to sticking with like the 1980s and Q Basic, but
like it is very much like I'm on a computer in the game and I have to use the stupid page up key. But
we got mouse wheels now.
Yeah, I've got mouse wheels. Also, like up and down. You've got WASD. W is up, S is down.
Move
right.
on.
Left and right, A and D. Like, I mean, this is very well established. Going out of your way to make the control scheme weird. Kind of was a weird choice for me.
That's fair. That's fair. I didn't use a lot of computer terminals during my playthrough. So
yeah, like, and also we want to say, well, hey, dude, page up, page down. Like, this is very 80s. Wow, that's cool. But then why does escape take me to the menu where I'm saving and loading or whatever?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
that's an excellent point.
Or to settings. Like, and they're like, well, press Q to exit. I'm like, okay, I press Q to quit. I remember that from some DOS programs back in the day. Q to quit, right?
It was like /quit.
Yeah, and so like it very much operated like it ran on DOS.
Yeah,
because DOS would have like the little letters at the bottom for what to do, to like S to save and Q to exit or whatever, X to exit, P to go to the next. Exactly. Yeah. So like I get what they were going for, but also like don't make my control scheme weird.
Yeah.
But once you get over the fact that I have to hit Q instead of escape, okay, that's a me problem, not a them problem. But again, like the ease of play is an important piece to me.
And we have we're not reinventing the first person genre. We have at this point almost half a century of institutional knowledge and expectations, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like that's the thing. I can jump into almost any video game and I don't have to look at the mapping of the keys and I can play it. WASD.
Space is going to be jump.
Space is jump. E is make stuff happen. F is flashlight, unless you're in some weird game where F is not flashlight, which is weird.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like T for whatever.
Yeah,
light.
Yeah, exactly. Like Starfield, I'm like, how do I roll the ship using thrusters? And it's like, oh, you got to unlock that skill. You can't just do it. So, But the gameplay, I thoroughly enjoyed the
Lean
setup.
is usually Q and E, or it's a button to toggle.
Yeah, and the game did a good job of being like, you have to press these buttons and then tap this button to make this thing happen. So the game helps you, and all of the which key to press is made available to you, so at least they get points for that. Yeah. But the gameplay itself, honestly, I wouldn't really change much. I like, even though it's a bit of a puzzle on rails or a game on rails, and the pathing is restricted and limited, you can't move objects, you can't jump over a small barricade that's like knee height. Those things break immersion. They're immersion breaking. But again, 2014, I see why they did it. 7 out of 10. I honestly don't know if I would change anything. I think the gameplay is what it needs to be.
If you could go back with, the abilities we have in gaming today, I would change a few things.
Yeah.
But knowing, and especially I think the development time was also pretty tight.
Yeah.
So they had to make some choices there.
Games with high production value where you're like, when they open the door, X is going to happen. When we want the light to be swinging this way so that the shadows play, when the alien runs across the screen, like those, like the actual game direction, like it's one thing to build a video game and create a game engine where there's physics and like when you interact with stuff happens. It's a totally different ball game when you want to create an environment where the environment is responding to you.
No, I agree 100%.
Or responding to story, or responding to triggers to help you get scared. So I'm glad that they put the effort into the actual mechanics of the fear.
And you're always looking at limited budget, and no matter how much money you have, you're limited somewhere. Is it time? Is it technology? Whatever, but you have a limit.
This is why the perfect game doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. No perfect game out there. There's some that get close, but no perfect game. And it's really, really nice to see a developer focus on the areas that they needed to focus and nail.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy to forgive them where they didn't, right?
Yeah, like if I would say my perfect movie is Back to the Future, my perfect game is Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, Final Fantasy VI is amazing.
But there are things I would change about both of those. So
exactly, right?
Yeah. But no, so that was great. So did you have fun?
Of course I had fun.
That's a 10 out of 10 game for fun for me. I think that like I enjoy the thrill of my adrenaline building and the fear building and getting scared, and I really thoroughly do enjoy that. So 10 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 9.
Okay.
And it's losing a point just because of the save system and how punishing that can be. Because if you miss a save station and you die, you might be set back 7, 10, 15 minutes, right? And while again tension is important in this style of game, punishing your player should always be a game.
Yeah.
Right? It should always be, you failed, back to the start, try again. Yeah. And you should be at the point or near enough to the point of your failure that you feel like you're getting another shot. You shouldn't be like, oh, now I got to run through all this again and hit that button and trigger that cutscene. And now I get to try the part I failed at again.
Well, this is why we don't like Dark Souls games.
This is why we don't
they're punishing.
They're punishing by design. Yeah.
I have played so many games, Aaron, where I've played for like 5 or 6 hours and straight and just got caught up in it and didn't save and then died and lost 5 hours.
5 hours.
And those are the games where I literally stopped playing it for 3 months because I'm so mad about it.
Oh, you're done. Yeah.
And then I eventually go back to it and fine, I pick up the pieces. But yeah, I mean,
no, absolutely.
If something's punishing in a game, I can see that. But because of the nature of the game, I respect your 9 out of 10, but I'm still going to give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
We don't have to agree on everything.
10 out of 10.
But it's enough that we agree on most.
So I feel like we're averaging around like an 8,
8.5,
8.6, 8.7. Yeah, so that's pretty good.
That's a very, very good game.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you haven't played Isolation yet,
get on it.
And you're looking for like a scary little like ooh jumper, it's there. It's excellent. We didn't get to it, unfortunately, but again, I'm coming in this with some previous knowledge. The alien AI is simultaneously the most vicious, cruel thing you'll ever run into.
Wow.
Because the alien will learn. If you use the... you can hide in lockers.
Yeah.
If you hide in the lockers too often, the alien will start checking lockers.
It'll just open the locker.
Right? It'll start to adapt your preferences and your gameplay, which is hilariously scary.
Yeah.
But again, we didn't get to really play with that.
Yeah. Well, I've read a lot about that, and like I don't recall who. Somebody left a comment on one of my YouTube videos, play Alien Isolation, and I was like, I should.
And he did.
And I have now. It only took like 3 or 4 years.
Tune in next year.
Tune in next year. But, great recommendation. I think that Alien Isolation is right up there with like a game like Fear, where
Fear.
Production quality is so good. But...
And it tricks you, like the AI tricks Fear used to make you think that they were actually learning and fighting against you was just stellar.
But to know that the alien learns, and I read a little blurb about how they had problems with the alien learning too well.
Yeah.
And so they had to kind of like dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's maybe the hardcore mode where it's like, oh, by the way, we're going to put you on the hardest mode. Yeah. And so, I don't know, I think it's really cool that they've got a game where you can actually be like, oh my gosh, I'm terrified of this thing that's trying to kill me. And then just like turn it off when you want to walk away from it after your hands are shaking. Yeah.
You got that good adrenaline shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And like, I'm a big caffeine fan, but adrenaline and caffeine for me don't mix very well.
Oh.
They get me kind of, get
a little heart murmury.
That's where panic attacks kind of come in and heart palpitations. So I'm like, all right, don't drink caffeine if you're sensitive to caffeine while you're playing this game, because you're going to get the adrenaline. And it's cool because the adrenaline comes from so many places, like like I said, the shadows move, the fire flares up, and the adrenaline kind of pumps a little bit.
It starts happening, yeah.
Hey, my adrenal gland works. That's great at my age. Yeah.
Oh, and when you're rushing through a door because you hear something behind you, and you're like, "Where's the?" Oh,
yeah. Like when I saw those guys running across the screen, and I was like, I need to get out of here.
I need to be somewhere else.
Because it looks to me like something is going to be chasing them.
Yeah.
Right?
And if it can't catch them, and I'm standing here like a dumbass, they're going to come for me.
Like a Dumas?
They're like a Dumas.
So yeah, man, that was good. That was a fun game. Highly recommended.
Absolutely.
Who knows what we'll do next week?
Who knows?
But
we're very excited with this format, and we can't wait to try it out some more with you guys.
Yeah. Hopefully we didn't mess up on the equipment. Hopefully, hopefully the editing goes well.
The editing goes well.
You never know. You never know.
Two things before we close out, guys. The most important question: is this a basement fault, or is it going in the catapult?
Oh, it's a catapult.
It's a catapult.
For sure.
It's a catapult.
Got to launch
Dual
this
catapult.
Oh yeah, like
if
these boom mics were catapults, just whoosh, launch them.
You should get like a little 3D catapult.
We're gonna have to get a little 3D printed catapult. Yeah, if you guys know of any 3D printed catapult files, send me one. I'll get it printed. But yeah, it's oh yeah. By the way, this little guy, his name is Bwap. He's my Unhinged Systems mascot. Officially, I bought this at a comic convention. I haven't found anything similar to it online. I'm trying to find the person that made it so I can get like permission to use it, but so far no luck. So if you made this thing,
let us know, or if you know,
I'll know who you are because I'll remember your face. So.
But in the meantime, good luck.
Have fun.
Don't die.
Bye.
Bye.
Or in the case of Alien Isolation, die many times. Try again. Reload. Yeah. You are out of ammo.
Oh God, the ammo system in that game is going to be bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, you're not killing aliens. It's mostly for the people.
Right.
Oh!
We did it!
We did it! Hey!
We came, we saw, we conquered.